everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something a little different. I am actually going to be doing like a playthrough of one of my game jam entries that I did last year for the Summer Novel Festival, I think. Um, yeah, so it's a visual novel and it is very interesting. I'm going to tell you all about it. So I think we should start. Let's go. So first off, um, listen to this music. I made it, I think, in like an hour. So the game jam that I was in, it was supposed to be the whole summer. I did it in like 2 weeks because I'm so lazy. But the 2 weeks was like really stressful, but it was kind of fun, just kind of like crunch time stuff. And you'll see during like the playthrough, I started off like really ambitious, like yeah, I'm gonna draw all my backgrounds and everything. You'll see that did not happen. Also, I am not good at backgrounds, so don't judge me, please. So yeah, this is called Black Diary. It's based off of it was supposed to be like a fan fiction that I was doing like 10 plus years ago. I don't really know how it was a fan fiction, but the story kind of changed in here because I only have 6 chapters written for that thing. Like I stopped writing it back in high school. That's been some time. And yeah, it's been some time. Wow. But yeah, so it was 6 chapters and I had to basically develop it more. So I just like went through, started brainstorming like what do I want to happen. It's not complete, it's just like a part 1 type of thing. There's supposed to be maybe 3 parts to it. I love this song. I'm just gonna let it play. It's almost done anyway. Well, there you go. I really like vitamin water. Okay, so let's start. There's jump scares in this too, just from the audio. Like that. I get jump scared from my own stuff. Please choose a name. So, we'll start off with that. So, the character in my story, her name was Shihan, which made very little sense because that's Japanese, and my character was like a Caucasian female. She had like blonde hair, blue eyes. That didn't make any sense. So, like, I changed her name. And here you can change her name, but I changed her name like to Shannon. Then I made her of like Latina descent or something like that. But yeah, so that's one thing. I am in tablet mode. Can I? Okay. You've chosen Shannon as your name. Very well. The girl sees red. I'm not really good at animation. This is a fountain. And that's a tree moving. Okay, so more about this. So, for the game jam, I wanted it to actually be like fully voiced. It was just gonna be me, which is fine. But I just ran out of time, like a little crunch time. Those 2 weeks that I had, even though I had a whole freaking summer. I had a whole summer. I'm so disappointed in myself. Okay, so the narrator was supposed to have like an English accent, and then Shannon was, I don't know, she just, yeah. With no recollection of previous events, she touches her forehead. Blood. Wiping her eyes, she can properly make out the fountain a short distance ahead. I love it so much. The girl cleans the blood from her face. And my sprites, they're all like jacked up. At the time, I thought they looked good, but then like I just messed up like the resolution and everything. Like you'll see, they change freaking like she gets shorter. It's weird. And then like I wanted it because normally when you have like an MC, the sprite's like in like over here somewhere. But I wanted to do something different, but I might not do that in the end. It's kind of weird. And it is then she notices that no sound has emitted from the fountain this whole time, and that the feel of the water was rather lifeless. Ah. Feeling uneasy, she looks at what she thinks is a small town. Look at my small town, it's the best. I love it so much. And the inn. It's like a lot of these were actually hand drawn, and then like I like colored it in like either Clip Studio Paint or Photoshop. It's probably Clip Studio Paint because I am not really good at Photoshop yet. But they look beautiful. I love them so much. Oh my god. She's huge. The room is dark, only illuminated by the light from outside. The girl makes her way to the front desk and rings the bell. Hello? She's answered with silence. Welp. She intrudes behind the counter and takes the key for room 25. Listening one last time for anyone that works there, she makes her way to her temporary home. Okay, that's really fast. The sun hasn't fully gone down yet. This is like the only like CG in the whole thing. It's just that. And it doesn't really make sense because like if you're looking down from there, like you should see her hair at least. But I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Her watch had stopped. Great. Of course it happens. She looks around and takes in the silence of the town. There has got to be a life form around here somewhere. And look, now I have completely different backgrounds. I guess it's here next. I don't know how far she walked to get there, but I guess it was kind of close. I don't know. I'm gonna go inside. There are no lights in the hospital. Only the setting sun slightly illuminates. The girl stands in front of the desk and looks, listens. Nothing. I don't get it. In case you don't know, she had a dagger and she threw it. Some people did not know like what the heck happened when they played through it. But yeah, she threw her dagger. I don't know where she was keeping this dagger, but she had one. Okay, don't question it. Irritated, she continues on. Look at that face. She's so angry. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. And why am I talking to myself? Whatever. Okay, so room number 1 and room number 2 we can go to. So I couldn't figure out how to do it so that like if you go to room number 2 first, it'll take you back to the hall room or the hall, and then like room number 2 disappears and you only have room number 1 as an option. I saw there was a way, but it was too complicated for me. So if you go to room number 2 first, it'll just progress the story. So we're just gonna go to the first one. There's nothing here. Look at that, that's great. Wait, what? Okay, maybe I did make it so that you can... I don't remember. Go back. Don't hospitals normally have a smell like that hospital smell? Where is it? The girl proceeds to walk, her feet moving on their own. Having found no one in the town, she is afraid and unnerved. Still, she makes her way to the stairs of the basement. Girl, why are you going to the basement? Oh no, I'm about to get jump scared. Just be advised, there's a jump scare sound. It's all sounds. There's nothing that's actually scary in this, except for funny things. It's not scary though. It is darker in the basement, but she can still make out what's ahead. She swats away cobwebs that hang around. Ugh. Ew, why did I even come down here? It's not like... Same. The girl freezes. Not far away, a pipe had fallen from the ceiling. Just a pipe. The girl goes to examine it. Why? But notices how rusted it was. She glances up and realizes that the whole pipe system in the ceiling was rusted badly, on the verge of collapsing. She runs. She does that a lot. The girl is leaving when... her dagger is no longer in or around the wall. Once again, she runs. The young woman has become very uneasy. She looks around but still sees no one. It will be dark soon. My favorite dagger. Like, I mean, I guess. I feel like that's her only dagger. I don't know why she has a dagger. But, like, she did in the original, so, like, I just wanted to keep it there. Because, like, this... in the original, like, fan fiction, this actually did happen. And then I just ran out of, like, content with my 6 little tiny baby chapters, and then I just had to make stuff up from there, basically. She noticed during her initial browsing that there was an antiques and collectibles shop, so it is there that she will go. There's a lot of camera movement that's kind of stupid. Just bear with it. This was like my first kind of like big thing using this engine, which is Tyranno Builder. So I really liked playing with stuff, and so let's go in there. Yeah. Well. The sign on the door says that the shop is already closed for the day, if it was even open in the first place. Ooh, a challenge. Yeah, good job. Good stuff right there. Her intentions are to pick out a new weapon after her dagger disappeared. She feared for her safety, even in a place like this, supposedly uninhabited. The shop has an old smell to it, which is to be expected of an antique shop. She sees useless things, such as silverware, china, old portraits. None of these things would help her, not even an old butter knife. I mean, it could, maybe. She looks deeper and finds a section that might be what she is looking for. There are what seems to be guns from the 1800s, cutlasses from the military, and... So this part actually matters. So if you are a good person and you're like, no, why would you steal anything? I'm sorry. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm sorry. If anybody's interested, I'll like go back and do that one once this is posted. So we have this like pocket knife. We've got an M9. We've got a really cute looking dagger thing. We're gonna go with the 9mm pistol. This will be perfect. I never used a 9mm before, but I'll manage. Fun fact, I have. Multiple times. Now, what else is here? The girl immediately notices the old-fashioned cash register and makes a beeline towards it. That is a beautiful cash register. Just plopped it there. I didn't even take out the background. I just plopped it there. She presses buttons before the drawer opens for her, revealing currency that she was not familiar with. Huh? If she wasn't scared before about her predicament, she is now. How could she be in another country. How on earth did she get here? She pockets some of the money and looks around the counter. As she glances at the floor, she notices a hidden door. Perfect. Intrigued, but not that intrigued. She decides it's time to leave the shop. She decides it time. Yep, sure. For now. I love how she like towers over these buildings. There's a house not too far away from the center of the town, a few blocks away. The girl knocks on the door. Thanks for that. No one answers. Go figure. She tries the doorbell and is surprised. The doorknob, and she's surprised when it opens. These people should probably learn about security. Hello? She calls, but no one comes when she walks inside. It is a very pink house. She looks around a bit before deciding to leave, thinking that the owners could possibly return to see her there. She returns to the inn and to room 25 to think about her next moves and sleeps. I mean, I wouldn't sleep here. Like, ever. Oh, look at that! Oh, transition. It's so cute. You see there's like a painting or a painting on the wall. That is a picture I took in Waikiki in Hawaii. As the girl wakes, she immediately notices that the window, which was not open when she went to bed, is indeed open. But you can't tell because, I mean, what? She rushes to gather her belongings and vacates the room. I don't really know what belongings. Maybe she took her clothes off or something and then she just put them back on. I don't know. Oh, she had a gun. Maybe that's her belonging. Yeah. Where is she putting this gun now that I think about it? Oh, gosh. I woke up kind of congested. The girl decides to explore the hospital again. I don't know why. Why are you doing this? With the proper morning light. She hadn't checked anywhere else but the west wing the day before, so she chooses the east wing. The girl finds a diary sitting on one of the patient's nightstands. She opens it and reads for a bit. I don't really know how to start these things. I never had one before, though most young girls would have. But I thought it would be a good idea to have my thoughts organized and on paper. Maybe someone will see this. Maybe people will stop giving me the side eye and thinking I'm crazy. I'm truly not. I guess the beginning is as good a place as any. What is the beginning, though? Should I start with my brother? Added to inventory. I couldn't figure out the inventory, okay? So that's all you have. You just have an added to inventory thing. Because I couldn't figure it out. There's a way to do like an inventory like thing where you can like toggle between it and stuff. It was too complicated for me, okay? I can't code. I'm not very good at it. So I couldn't follow along. So sad. But hopefully I can have like an actual inventory and like the legit thing so you can like go to it and look at stuff. That would be cool. Interested, the girl decides to take it with her for a later read. I forgot about that! Oh my god. She's so... I love it. Even when I was like making it and like going back to like check things, I would get jump scared every time by like the freaking audio. She's almost to the door when she hears a noise. Oh, the noise was supposed to play while I was, yeah. So we can explore like all the people do in those horror movies. Or we could just leave. But you know what? I like the explore option. It looks very, it looks stupid. The noise seems to be coming from the basement. She decides to be brave and check it out. She's already been creeped out by this town since coming here. Nothing should frighten her. Look at these. Were these spiderweb things here before? They look so great. I'm thinking about it. Why are they black? Whatever. The basement is not as dark as in the evening. The girl wonders if the noise came from those pipes from earlier. She sees a few more on the ground, but nothing else. Not until... The girl loses the ability to scream as she looks at the creature. It is not human, and the only word that she can think of to describe it is demon? So, like, I made this thing... I don't know if I made this, like, on my tablet. I was just, like, playing around with one of my programs, I think? I'm not sure. So I was just, like, playing, and it was fun. It wasn't supposed to look like a giant spider thing. It really wasn't. But it just became a giant spider thing. Yay. She moves as fast as her legs allow, back up the stairs and out of the hospital. Girl, don't ever go to the hospital again. Oh no, she dropped the black diary. Outside, she accidentally drops the diary, but decides to leave it. This house is nice. She stops in front of a house, this one bigger than the last. Convinced that the town is completely void of people, she goes for the doorknob instead of knocking. It is locked. She goes around the house looking for an open window. She finds one soon after and climbs in. The living room is very neat, and she is tempted to take a seat for a long time, but decides against it. She's quite hungry. Finding the kitchen, she looks at the labels of some of the food. Nothing is close to expiration. People were here recently. They had to have been. Finding a few quick things, she eats and grabs some for later. Peeking out the front door for anything otherworldly, she exits and makes her way back to the motel, quickly. Motel, inn, I don't know the difference. If there's a difference, then oops. She takes the key for room 11 this time and settles in, first bolting the door and window. She eats a bit and decides to take a nap. Instead, she falls asleep until the next day. Yeah, I can't take a nap that long. If I'm taking a nap, it's gonna be a couple hours, and then like I wake up, it's like whatever time, and then I stay up past the bedtime, making the nap useless. The girl wakes up groggily and looks around, immediately spotting the opened door. What the hell? She throws her clothes back on and runs out again, leaving the food behind. But I guess she took her gun, because I don't know. Upon exiting, she sees diary on the ground. Oh my god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. She pauses for a second, grabbing the diary and then running again. Girl, I would have grabbed the food. And not the diary. Screw the diary! It's been added to our inventory again. No. I think that sign says no park. I don't know. Her feet take her to the grocery store. She peers in, seeing shadows in some places, but light from outside in most. She tries the handle. It doesn't budge. Not feeling dispirited, she goes around back to find another door. With success, she opens the back door and walks in. The first thing on her mind is grabbing a bag of some sort. She spots a cloth recyclable bag and begins her raid of the grocery store. She can only get non-refrigerated items due to the lack of electricity in the town. While in the snack aisle, she remembers the diary. What was up with that? What is up with the town in the first place? God, I should really get out of here. What else does this thing say anyway? Yeah, my brother. No one knew whatever became of him. He disappeared about a year ago, and no one has seen him since. I often get sad thinking about him. My parents even took down the pictures of him on the walls. I guess they couldn't handle it. I don't think he would run away. My little brother was a good kid. He'd never do anything dumb like that. And this town, it was such a safe place. Kidnapping isn't a thing here. So he just disappeared suddenly. Reminds me of that one anime movie I watched. After him, some other people vanished too. There were so many missing persons report being made every day. It was crazy. My memory is a bit hazy about this, but about 5, 6, something like that, months ago, I encountered something. It's why the nurses and everyone would give me that side eye or that "you poor woman" look. I'm freaking 20 years old. Why wouldn't my imagination run amok like this? I feel bad for this girl. I couldn't imagine literally losing a family member like that. I wonder how much is in here about the town. I'll check it out later. After finishing her shopping, she wanders back into the antique shop. Why am I here again? Girl, I don't know. I'm thirsty. I really like vitamin water. You guys should sponsor me. Yummy. Her feet take her to the hidden passage that she had seen previously. This was here, wasn't it? Maybe I can find some kind of... Her eyes fall on a battery-powered lantern near some old lamps. She gives it a try and is surprised when it turns on effortlessly. I should have gotten this from the start. I'm dumb. Girl. The girl opens the door and descends. You are. Very much so. Just let me just explore. You're not Lara Croft. She isn't sure what it is that she's expecting, but her findings are rather boring. Still, the door led to a rather long passage, being cluttered up by old collectibles. She's examining an old cabinet when she hears a noise. Same thing. So I think I made this demon creature thing on like a tablet as well. Yeah. Okay. He looks great. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those eyes. They're so beautiful. She looks up to see a rather large creature peering at her from the darkness. Its eyes are red and yellow, staring at her menacingly. It begins to make a move. It's about to get loud, I think. Without thought, her hand immediately goes for the gun that she had picked up. Oh my god! It was loaded with 10 rounds, all of which she emptied into and around the creature, mostly missing, because this chick has never shot a gun in her life. Woo! Damn it! Without hesitation, she circles around and runs, climbing back up the stairs and slamming the door down shut before continuing to exit. We're going over there somewhere. The girl finds herself at the tailor's, not bothering to try the door. Not bothering to try the door, she swings her bag at the glass, breaking it. She rushes in, but makes sure to avoid the glass, still intact. She hides, because nothing would be worse than getting cut by some glass that you could have avoided. Minutes go by. She's not sure how many, but it seems like a lot. She doesn't hear anything outside, so she decides to look at clothes, seeing as she had been in the same outfit for a few days now. It's just pretty gross, you know. She looks down at her hand and wonders how she's still carrying around groceries after what had happened. She shrugs and looks at what the tailor has to offer. Choose a new outfit. We're gonna dress up. So see what I was talking about, how the sprites get like smaller? She just remains this small like the whole time. I like the dress. I always like the dress. This is pretty cute. It'll do. We're just exploring this freaking town with demons. Let's wear a dress. Yes. The girl looks outside cautiously before running to the inn, afraid something could be outside. She grabs the key for room 30 this time and goes to her new room. She locks the doors and windows again before eating some snacks and reading the rest of the diary. It wasn't human. That's a fact, and I'm sticking to that. The thing had sharp claws, nails, whatever, red eyes. Its neck was all mangled looking. I don't even want to go into detail, but just know that it was not human. And it could have killed me. I don't know how I survived. My freaking organs were outside of my body. How is that a thing? I guess I read about people who survived after their intestines were hanging out, and that is basically what happened. But what? WTF? And the next part, freaking unbelievable. Well, the whole thing is, but listen or read, whatever. I woke up in a car, a wrecked vehicle. Not mine, mind you. Not even my town. How did I get in this car crash or whatever when I was basically mauled by a demon thing? Your guess is as good as mine. So yeah, I wake up, same injuries and everything, same pain. Not long after I get taken to the hospital, fading in and out of consciousness. I think they were confused about how my stomach was basically cut open like that. It didn't add up. Nope. I try to tell them everything weeks later, or months. I can't seem to remember how long I was out for. Coma. By then, my tummy is almost fine. My head, fine to me, not to them. They end up transferring me to the hospital in my town. They do CT scans, MRIs, etc. They don't see anything, but it is like they've been convinced that there is something. Whatever. Mom and Dad don't know what to think. They treat me the same, though. They visit weekly. I'm here for months. This food is starting to disgust me. Mom got scolded for bringing me cheesy burgers like I asked. My stomach and all that. Mom and Dad. Quieter and quieter this place gets. I made friends with people who ended up vanishing the next day. The nurses are scared. I'm freaking scared. Where's my baby brother? I miss him so much. He'd be 18 by now. I'm the only person in this hospital. I'm sure of it. No one has brought me food in a few days. I still can't move about all that well. Every time I make it to the door, I get a sharp pain in my abdomen and have to lie back down. It's really quiet. I just heard a noise and I think this is it. I have no idea what happened to the electricity here, but it stopped working a while ago. I wish... The diary ends abruptly. How is any of this possible? Where the hell am I? Spooked by what she had read, the girl turns in for the night. Because that's what you do. I mean, you get scared by something and, time to go to sleep. Immediately, she notices what is off when she awakes and is terrified. I mean, yeah. Door and window is open. The wall is sullied with a bloody handprint. The only things on her mind are her shoes as she slips into them and runs down the stairs, out of the inn for good. Never coming back here again. Her legs carry her to a blue house. She's used to these things by now, so she opens the window and climbs in. It is a tidy hall that she is greeted with. The girl travels further inside, looking at the pictures hanging on the wall. Just pretend there are pictures of a family hanging on the wall, okay? I ran out of time. A small family had lived here. Mother, father, daughter. She snoops around some more before coming to a glass cabinet with an album. Curious, she opens it and looks through it. A son. Ooh, that would have been a nasty burp, y'all. Had he died, she wonders. It seems as if pictures of him stopped during his mid-teens. Unless he moved away. But why would they not put his pictures up around the house like his sister? Do you always snoop around people's houses? Ignore how freaking ugly this dude is. He looks like a hobo. Like, I was trying to make him attractive, but then, like, I don't know. I feel like I focused more on his, like, jacket than anything. Like, his outfit's cute. His face, also his eyes are really, like, heavily lined. He's wearing eyeliner for sure. Yeah, he'll get better. He'll get better. The girl drops the book and sharply and takes a breath. The boy raises his eyebrow at her. You're the... She has difficulty finding her words. The boy from the album stands before her. Can you talk right, Miss Intruder? A snort escapes her without her consent. I don't feel like snorting right now. I can talk just fine. I mean, have you not seen what's going on here? Can't say I follow, but whatever. Who are you? I don't know. I feel like I'm giving him like a stoner voice or something. That's not that important. Yeah, kinda is. You breaking and entering and all. I should call the cops. Where have you been? There are no cops, no parents, no people. You are literally the first person I've encountered, and I've been in this messed up town for days now. Wandering about, knocking on doors, kind of trespassing. But that's not important, because there is nobody here besides us and demons. Freaking demons! What drugs have you been taking, girl? No drugs. You want to see for yourself? My mommy says not to go anywhere with strangers. Funny. So crazy, girl. Your name? Shannon. It's Shannon. Okay, Shannon, I'm Alec. So, can you tell me more about these drugs? I feel like he's like a, I don't know, he'd be like a stoner or something, I don't know. How many times do I have to tell you? Drugs are not involved. Okay, let's say that I believe you. Why are you still here in this demon-infested ghost town? I don't know. Alec is asking me important questions. Why are you still here? You could have left. Right? Or maybe she couldn't have. I don't know. I suppose I was curious and I don't know. I sound stupid, but I found this diary that this girl wrote about the town. She was saying that everyone was disappearing one by one after her brother. So the brother disappears and then everyone else until she's the last one or something. Basically, it didn't ever finish. I guess she disappeared before she could write anymore. I found the diary in the hospital that she was transferred to on the street. I had it with me not too long ago, but I left it at that inn. She pauses. Every night that I stayed there, something freaky happened, like doors and windows opening when I awoke. So, what made you stay there? He asked the most important questions. Alec, my man. I don't know. I guess I didn't want to sleep in some person's home. But I have to now. I'm not sleeping there ever again. The last room had a bloody handprint on the wall. Whoa, take me there. Hell no! Oh, come on. Take the skeptic with you. I'll protect you from the scary monsters. Not likely, unless you're armed. Well, we can get armed up and get ready to go. I want to see all this nonsense. I mean, super unnerving stuff you're talking about. You're obnoxious. Come on, can you blame me? Fine, let's go, but don't cry when you see all this super unnerving stuff up close. No promises. End chapter 1. Woo! Crap, what do I do? There's only 2 pieces of music in this whole thing. But it was supposed to be like that. Like, it's supposed to be quiet, like, the whole time. Like, nothing makes... Never mind. Stuff makes noise. Okay, so yeah, looks like my camera died on me. But so yeah, if you watched all the way through this mess, thank you so much for sticking around here. And I'll probably be doing next a little bit of coverage of the other game jam that I was just in, the movie game jam. So I'll be playing a couple of the entries. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and you have a lovely day. And I'll see you some other time soon. Okay. Goodbye, dear.